The main thing I think about when I'm doing pots is functionality. I want you to feel comfortable throwing it around the kitchen and sticking it in the dishwasher and bringing it to the table. So you'll notice everything has nice flat bottoms that roll in and out of ovens, good handles that you can grab with a pot holder. You should use it and not stick it up on a shelf just looking at it. I went to Skidmore College and I was not an art major, but my dorm room looked out over the Pottery studio. I was inside with books studying for pre-law, and they were outside in the sunshine playing with clay, and that seemed incredibly unfair to me. So I always promised myself that as soon as I finished law school, I was going to go take a pottery class and learn how to do this, and that's exactly what I did. About 10 years ago, I retired from law, came and started working full-time in the studio, and that's what I do now. We think that this is one of the last working studios in Manhattan because of the price of rent. 3 of us own this space, and then there's another 12 that rent spaces from us, and that allows us to share kilns and common workspace and glaze areas and things like that. I've made over 1,000 sets of mixing bowls for Uncommon Goods. I can throw them in my sleep. My hands know where they're going. We have something we call muscle memory, and it's worth a fortune. Potters have a joke where the student asks you, how do you learn to make the same thing and it always is the same size? And we answer, you make the same thing and you make it the same size. You just keep going until you get this just exactly the way you want it, and you write everything down because you're going to come back next week and not remember what you did. The 2 things about my mixing bowls that people mention most often are the spouts and the handles. Potters have a habit of making spouts very small, just using your finger. We make them very big. So if you're doing batter, it's actually going to go out the spout. It's not going to go over the side. And then the handles, it took a long time to figure out how to make handles that could nest. You live in New York City in an apartment, you don't have space for anything. You can have bowls that will not stack inside each other. It's just not possible. And when we finally found the design to have 3 bowls that can have a handle and can nest, that was a good day. Most of the people that use my stoneware actually do use it every day. It's incredible if you've never tried baking with handmade stoneware. It's incredibly even and nice heat and just looks beautiful coming to the table. In my house, we use only handmade things, and it seems normal to me that you have a right to have beautiful handmade things in your kitchen.